everyone, I'm Kimberly Brewer and this is our socially distant summer camp. Today we're going to be driving to Jack Brown Seaplane Base. Good morning everyone, I'm at the Winter Haven Regional Airport and we are heading over to Jack Brown Seaplane Base for a virtual tour. Hey guys, good morning. Today we are on a virtual field trip to Jack Brown Seaplane Base.
Good morning. Welcome to the Seaplane Base.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly. I'm Pat. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us today.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Our virtual campers are actually going to be watching, so they are really excited to see the facility, what you do, your history.
Well, they will enjoy it because it is very interesting and it's a lot of fun.
Great. I know I was here when I was 10, so I'm excited to be back as a almost 30-year-old.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, make yourself at home while you're here.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you.
Hey guys, so we just met Ben, the current owner of Jack Brown Seaplane Base. Ben, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Sure. So we're a Mark 61 flight school. We specialize in seaplane training. Got a breezeway here. This is where kind of our classrooms, of course. This is where we got a couple students starting today. This is where the, I guess, ground school and the. Okay, yeah, we're not interrupting. But this is really going to go over the course guide for about an hour and a half before they actually get in the airplane. This is just for the single engine C rating or flight reviews.
So ground school for a seaplane.
Correct. Yeah. So it's pretty. It's straight into the theories and concepts of water flying, hydrodynamics, that kind of stuff, and regulations of operating on the water. And we also have a wall of fame back on the right, where we've got folks like Alan Jackson, Jimmy Buffett, astronauts that have been here as students.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They are good in bad ways. You read a book to a child.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Some classy waterlanders.
Yeah.
Make some airplane noises.
There's some airplane noise.
Hi there.
I love it because you feel it.
Yeah. This is our. You know, Lake, huh?
Yeah.
So this is our screen porch. There's coffee on the far side of the fridge if y'all want it. We'll have get-togethers out here once in a while. That's where a lot of students will bring lunches. It's just a nice spot to be on the water.
Yeah.
We can close the door, keep the mosquitoes out certain times of the year too.
Yeah, yes.
Restrooms here if you all need them. We got some more office space back here. Got somebody doing another check ride. We got, of course, the boat slips for the rescue vehicles. That's a necessary thing here at the Seaplane Base. Easy excuse to get out on the water too.
Yeah.
Leisurely after a day of flying. Got another office back here where I do my check rides. Out here in this office, and this is a view of our runway.
It's quite the runway.
It is. You gotta look out for gators in this runway too.
I
we've
do
got.
recall when I came for a flight that there was a gator somewhat near.
Oh really?
And he said just be really careful. Although I can't recall exactly.
Yeah, we've got from the north to the south, we got 3,600 feet of runway.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, about 2,000 feet east-west. So with these easterly winds this morning, we prefer taking that longer lane to the crosswind. We just try to take care of the neighbors that we live close to. Try not to wear out the welcome.
How does that work? I mean, you're taking off an airplane, maybe neighbors are out on the boat. How does that work?
Well, it's just part of the decision-making process that the seaplane pilot. We run through that in the training, but it's a lot of common sense. you have to put in there. And when you're making a traffic pattern, you almost have to fly as if there's no boats on the water, because by the time you end up on final, ready for your landing, those boats may be in a little different place. So it's you're kind of making a decision to, every approach is a go around unless it looks good for your obstacles.
Quick thinking.
That's right.
Wow. Yeah, because you have nothing. There is no taxiway.
Exactly. Yeah. So, the neighboring airport here at Winter Haven, you got 4 possible takeoff lanes or landing runways, whereas here we've got 360 degrees of possibilities.
Yeah.
So oftentimes, like today with the wind favoring the short run, we have to kind of compromise. The wind's strong enough to give us the performance on the short lane, or do we want to take that longer lane as good as possible?
And plus, if someone is on the water, usually you have a radio leader in the air talking to other airplanes or a tower, but here you don't have that.
That's right. Yeah, we got 7 seaplanes, and only 2 of them have radios. So our J-3 Cubs, this yellow one over here, it's kind of like a snapshot of the 1940s. So it's just an intercom. There's really no communication with other airplanes.
Wow.
So it's kind of seen and avoided.
Very cool. So if we had, because our virtual campers are anywhere from 11 to 17 years old, some of them might actually already have their private
Sure.
or are looking into it. What would you say? What would you tell them to do before they wanted to come out here? Because I'm sure we're gonna have a few that want to come out here.
Yeah, I would say if your goal to come out and just kind of get the experience in a seaplane, get your hands on the controls, just kind of learn the basics. There's really no prerequisites that I'd recommend. Just come in here ready to learn. There's instructors who are just ready to teach. We love sharing aviation. That's our passion. But if somebody wanted to come out and say get their sport pilot seaplane rating, or even at the private level, we just recommend that students come to us proficient in current in a land airplane, because where we pick up, this is known as secondary training. So we're kind of assuming that they've got some basic airmanship skills down. We build a lot on primary instruction they've already received.
Right.
So that kind of makes it a 2-day course possible.
Yeah. Well, I am sure it's very different landing on water than it is on a runway.
There's actually a lot more similarities than there are differences.
Really?
That's right. So it's a new landing gear, but really it's learning more about the water and reading the wind, and that's a big part of it. But I fell in love with seaplane flying because I grew up on the water in Florida. Now we're south of Tampa, and she grew up on a boat, and I love flying. So this is kind of a good pairing of the two.
Yeah. Hey guys, so we're here on a virtual field trip at Jack Brown Seaplane Base, and we were just talking to Ben about, what goes on out here. And so now I'm just curious about a little bit of the history. How many students have you had come through here? Any other kind of fun facts you want to add?
Sure. Yeah, so actually here at this facility, as you can see, it's kind of a laid-back kind of atmosphere. You wouldn't think that we're one of the biggest, most busy seaplane training facilities in the U.S. We train more than half of all the U.S. seaplane pilots rated every year. So since the beginning of the seaplane base here in 1963, I don't think Jack ever knew what it would turn into, but we've trained over 22,000 seaplane pilots since then. And still to this day, we average about 350 new seaplane pilots trained and certified here every year. I'd say close to that same number, maybe even 50% more that just come back for recon or introductory flights as well.
That's great. So do you see a lot of them coming in to get their certification just for fun?
I'd say a vast majority, they say it's a bucket list item. They say that they've been wanting to come and do this for many years and just made it happen.
Yeah.
But we've actually seen quite a few young people that are just getting the feelers out there. I know when I first started flying when I was in high school, seaplanes were not on my radar. The fact that I have a career in it now is really neat. My big advice would be, don't feel the pressure to just pick out one avenue right now, because this industry has so many offshoots and niches that you can really find something you're very passionate about.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of our virtual summer campers probably didn't think that they could have a career or a certification in this type of flying.
Sure. And like I was starting to say earlier, we do or have recently had a lot of younger people that want to find a career in seaplane flying. Because there are places like Alaska or the Caribbean where it's not just a novelty item, but it's actually a way to shrink the map and access villages where there's no runways and things like that. We have a close relationship with Tropic Ocean Airways in Fort Lauderdale. We saw after the hurricane last year, where seaplanes were really the only access to get much needed food and goods out to people that were in need.
And I can imagine Alaska probably needs a lot of seaplane pilots as well.
That's right. Yeah, about 6 years ago, I did a short stint flying up there commercially, and it was either take a seaplane, an hour trip, or take a boat that might take over a day to get to the places.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a no-brainer. We were delivering hot pizzas to the people out in the bush.
That's great.
It was neat.
So if you want to be a bush pilot, here's where you can start.
That's right.
That's great. Well, so I am curious, because you have been around for a long time. Who would you say would be probably the most famous person to walk through this corridor right here?
I gotta say Jimmy Buffett.
Really?
I would say he does. I think he embodies a lot of what the seaplane. We always say it's more than just a rating. It almost becomes a lifestyle that's addictive.
Right.
I think that he would probably be the biggest name that
Yeah.
kind of embodies that. That's really well known too.
So he came out to get certification?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, some of the Browns, Jack Brown's son, Chuck, actually used to fly for Jimmy Buffett. He was on a seaplane. Still has a relationship with him.
Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah.
So I do have one other question, and this might be a little silly, but I'm not familiar with seaplane flying. Can you land in Italy?
That depends.
Okay.
So really, there's several different resources to figure out if you can land on a certain body of water. It boils down to who governs that water.
Okay.
So this area here in Polk County is extremely seaplane friendly. So around here, pretty much, if you can safely land and have the room to take off, we basically have permission. So it's usually when you get into bigger city areas, Orlando, Tampa, if it's within city limits, it may be prohibited. And some are open with restrictions. It's really just, it boils down to doing your research and not abusing the freedom. Because around here in a 10-mile radius, we've got one airport where we've got 100 lakes that we can take off from.
Yeah. We do have a lot of bodies of water out here.
We do. It's a
people
perfect
wouldn't
spot
know.
for it.
That's great. Well, hey, I really appreciate you having us out here. It's great.
Absolutely.
This is actually not one of the places that we usually come to for a
Yeah.
field trip. But I think that the virtual campers will really enjoy this side of flying.
Sure. Do you all want to go take a look at the airplane?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks to our friend and YouTuber extraordinaire Steve O, we have some great video of an interview with Ben from 2017.
Yeah, it would be a little bit cooler.
Anyway, the weather looks good today.
It looks great.
And
Not many clouds. That's right.
so, how long have you been teaching float flying here at Jack Brown's?
I started teaching here a little over 6 years ago,
Okay.
2011.
Okay. So, have you've accumulated a few hours, I suppose?
Oh, a few. Yeah.
Okay. And so, tell me what we're flying and what you guys have done to it.
Okay. Well, this is this particular airplane is 1946.
Okay.
Piper J-3.
Okay.
Of course, the original horsepower was 65, and we have an upgraded C85, so it's producing close to 100 horsepower.
Okay.
They're still pretty stripped down, no electrical system.
Okay.
We have a 9-volt powered intercom,
Okay.
but other than that, there's no starter, so it's all hand prop, and we'll be flying with the windows open if you're comfortable with that.
I'm definitely more comfortable with the windows open. That's the great thing about flying these old Cubs. So how about the floats?
The floats, they're a little bit oversized for this particular airplane. So just one float supports over 100% of the gross weight.
Okay.
So they're Aqua 1500s.
Okay.
So,
how many compartments?
they got 7 compartments.
Okay.
So we've got plenty of overkill there. Again,
Tell me what you think we should do.
Well, typically I'll start out a review, just start from the ground up with some review of the idle taxi, of course warming the engine up.
Okay.
I'll probably do the first takeoff to get us out of the airspace because of our proximity to the airport.
Okay.
And then we'll go out, and I'll let you get comfortable at the controls again on the way out to a lake.
Okay.
And start with some step taxi.
Okay.
I'll kind of hone that sweet spot,
Right,
pitch
right.
attitude, feel.
Right.
I'll kind of lay the good foundation for all your takeoffs.
Sounds
We'll make
good.
our way up from normals, roughs, glassies, and we'll
Ooh,
get
those
some
glassies.
engine out, some confined areas in. So
Maybe almost glassy today. No, there's a little bit of wind, so.
just the right
Okay.
amount.
Okay, very good. All right, well.
We're going to watch a few seconds of Ben and Steve flying, but to see the whole clip, go to YouTube SO Pilot E56. So are any of your former students doing anything cool?
Job offer to go fly a seaplane for a wildlife management area somewhere in Africa, in a seaplane. And we kind of get to hear about that, and then they'll send some pictures later on of them flying. And that is really rewarding to see, hey, the stuff that we're doing day to day, and even the stuff we're teaching to keep that person safe throughout this wilderness. Like just a safe landing, messing something up, there's no help around. And even instructors that kind of make a career or even get a start in their aviation career here at the Seaplane base. We've got a lot of instructors and previous students that are now flying various missions organizations, flying oftentimes the only seaplane in the country, accessing really remote areas. It's really neat to see how stuff they're learning here is helping somebody.
Right. Have you, so they come out here to get certifications. Do you help them with careers, like connections, knowing where to go, possible job opportunities?
We do, and we've got, and one thing about aviation, it's a really small type of community, and when you find that little niche, like we were talking about earlier, it gets that much smaller. So oftentimes, names in the seaplane industry that we hear down here, or if we hear somebody from Alaska, we're all pretty familiar. I probably talk with at least 2 to 3 companies every year that call down here exclusively looking for pilots, just because they like the product that comes out of here. And actually a lot of employers that maybe have somebody that flies a land airplane for their company in Alaska, they'll actually send them down here to our school to get their seaplane training. And go back up there and move over to a seaplane in that same company.
So Jack Brown is definitely well known.
It does have a good reputation.
Yeah.
It does. Try to keep, even though numbers is kind of one of the big standouts for most people look at. For me, as far as managing and my predecessor, John Brown, just did an amazing job of keeping the quality up, and that's really what attracts the quality.
So I am curious, because we were just doing a lesson on free flight. Is the free flight with the seaplane any different?
As far as the aircraft's concerned, it's really the same, but then you're also free-flighting the floats. Whereas a land airplane, you might just be checking you don't have a flat tire and the brake fluid is not leaking out. So actually, some things you're looking for on the floats themselves. Actually, right here, the closest is the water rudder system. It's grabs a part of the whole float because you got moving parts back here. But the water rudder is actually connected to the air rudder. So I'm making sure all the cables, everything is moving the way it should. Nothing's bouncing up. This float is actually compartmentalized. There's 7, in this particular float, 7 watertight, there's a loose term, compartments. All right, and at the top of the deck, you actually see a little plug. We have to make sure each one of those plugs in. That's going to keep water flooding a compartment. But you see a red line here and here. That's going to basically protect our wing.
Another one of our friends, Reese Docken, has one of the best float plane how-to YouTube instructional videos. He captured his entire training experience how to fly float planes in Florida at Jack Brown Seaplane Base. His channel is Reese's Big Adventure.
Just keep going. It's airplane noise. It's good.
Here we are at a busy airport, and unfortunately it's not really conducive to an interview when you need to hear what people are saying. So here's a recap of what we discussed. Jack Brown Seaplane Base offers a seaplane rating you can obtain within 2 days if you have your private pilot certificate. And just so y'all know, Jack Brown Seaplane Base does offer discovery flights. So if you're local, check them out at their website. We hope you enjoyed today's field trip. I'm going to take a seat right here in this rocking chair and enjoy the rest of my morning. And we'll see you next time for our interview with Callie Haig.